Excalibur's recurve crossbows are pretty much bulletproof. There's not too much that you can do to them to shut them down. But a little bit of routine maintenance will really help your crossbow to last a lot longer and help you to enjoy it more for many years to come. Now, one of the things that you're going to need to do is lubricate the string serving. If you use our serving wax and rub it into the serving, not on the deck, just the serving itself, it will increase the life of the serving of the bow a long time. You just roll the serving around, rub it down in with your thumb, and every time you fire a shot, it will leave a layer of that serving wax on the claws that hold the string and on the deck to help keep your string lasting a much longer time. Now, if you get a buildup of wax or dirt on the deck of your bow, the answer to that comes in a little blue and yellow can and is available at every hardware store. WD-40, the handyman's dream. All you've got to do is put a little bit of it on the deck, rub it around. It'll dissolve any dirt, any excess wax, then wipe it off, and your deck is just like it was when it was new. Speaking of WD-40, just because your crossbow is made largely out of aluminum doesn't mean there's no steel parts on it. Inside of the trigger unit, there are steel castings that are extremely precise, and they're prone to rust. So if you hunt in the rain or in extreme damp conditions, it's a good idea to put a shot of WD-40 down inside of your trigger unit and work it back and forth a few times, especially if you've been out in the rain and then you're going to go out when it's freezing the next day. One of the things I've seen people do that shuts their bows down, hunt in the rain today, then it's frozen out tomorrow, go out in the morning and they find out their trigger units won't work. Shot of WD-40 now and again will help to get the moisture out from around the trigger components. Another great use for WD-40, or really any type of gun oil that you can get, or light oil, is to put it on the fasteners. All of the fasteners are made out of steel. Once again, you're hunting in damp conditions a lot in the fall. If you don't get some sort of a rust preventative on those steel fasteners, eventually they are going to get rusty and you're not going to like the looks of it. So don't forget, a couple of times a year, put some oil or WD-40 on those fasteners and keep them looking bright and new. At the beginning of the season, when you're thinking about going hunting, get your bow out and check it over real good. One of the things that'll happen over the course of the year is sometimes the string will stretch out a little bit and it'll change your brace height. Check your brace height out. If it's too low, give your string a few twists. Bring it back up in between those two markers and your bow's going to be quieter and shoot more accurately. Between seasons, a lot of our customers like to unstring their bows. Yeah, it's better for the bow to be unstrung between seasons. Take the limbs off of idle and give them a break for 6, 8, 10 months when you're not hunting with it. And then again, you don't actually have to, as long as the bow isn't kept in a place where it gets exceptionally hot, because that will accelerate the limb wear. When you take the string off, you have to remove the dissipator pads here. These rubber pads cannot be subject to the kind of pressure that the limbs will put on it and survive over the course of the summer. What will happen is the rubber will finally give up the ghost and crack. The best way to deal with this is take an Allen wrench. Before you unstring the bow, take out the 2 screws that hold the dissipator pads in place. Once you've got the 2 screws out of the way, just pull the pad out and you're ready to unstring it and put it to bed for the summer.